Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have... This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off... I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me. You want my flock wasting their lives in... Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to... And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die... My son worked in that cannery. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings. As long as Reed is still in Edgewater... You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden, right? Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker. If I were in a better mood...
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not... Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you?
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on...
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance. Sure! I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much used to any. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use it. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. Adelaide hates We're the... Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't... I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it, we need Edgewater. You okay with this, Grace?
Zoe's still out there. Don't much care to leave her If you find her, could you let me know?
Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbyes.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, that's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products. By all means. Thomas Kemp?
He tries real hard, Mr. Thompson. This is something he wants.
I will give him a chance to impress me, if he knows his way around a toolbox. This whole fiasco is not one I am keen on repeating. With more hands at the cannery, I expect productivity will rise. I expect we'll grow. And I...
Look at that. Good for them. I'm glad. Back to the... I expected it'd end like this. I expect you've done it. It is too...
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she— oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but... oh, it's kind of you to say that. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But... can I come with you? And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that. I know. Mr. Thompson said I was to chaperone you about the Veil. Loan me out to you. Yeah, Mr. Thompson. Yeah, Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them You didn't know those deserters a thing, but you helped them anyway. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You done some kindness hereabouts. Yes! I mean, Captain. I can call you Cap.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness. What can I do for you? Do you know how to install a power? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove our engine room is located behind. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an